Hi there. Great to see you all. Time for me to comment on your comments. And I believe we start here with 40 Love. Garish. Something that is garish has too much bright ornamentation or colour. It's vulgar and tasteless. Synonyms: gaudy, tacky. The restaurant was advertised with garish signs. There was a garish orange carpet on the floor. She always wears garish jewellery. Formality 5. Sounds a bit literary but can be used anywhere. Hi Platonic Pravat. Great to have you. I'm a big fan of Bach and I thought Baroque was some style of musical composition. Lots of thanks for apprising us, thank you for that word, of the real meaning of this term. Very good, well done, Platonic. And Sumit, I have a doubt. You recommended me a book of, I would say you recommended a book by Roald Dahl to me. Yeah, normally you recommend a thing to somebody. The direct object of recommend is the recommendation, which I'm enjoying a lot. In that book I found an interesting conversation. I think the book is Tales of the Unexpected. It's very, very good. Although I also strongly recommend My Uncle Oswald as well, which was actually made into a film. A man was asking another man, "Do you know that guy?" The second one replied, "Know that. Search me." What's the meaning of search me here? Would that mean he doesn't have any information? Explain if you can. Thank you so much. So it means I don't know, as I said. Search me. You can search me as if you were a policeman looking for drugs or something, but you're not going to find it. So I don't know the answer. I have no idea as to the answer, and that's the idea of search me. Yeah, an informal way of saying I don't know. And Fran, hi Fran, good morning. Dig your heels in, stand your ground, stick to your guns. No matter if we are in St. Patrick's Day. Yes, it was St. Patrick's Day yesterday. I dig my heels and won't drink whatsoever. Very good English. Well done, Fran. And VG, much appreciated. And MD Hualcan, hi MD, thanks for watching. And P, hi P, great to see you. Only going to have a quick dinner. No loaf, only a wrap with cheese, with a cheese and fig spread. Sluice it down with a kiwi ginger and apple smoothie. A kiwi ginger and apple smoothie sounds nice. Then a bit of chocolate with muesli and caramel. Half a loaf is better than no bread. I always say with this one, it depends how many people. If you've got 10 people, half a loaf is better than no bread. But if you've got 1,000 hungry people, no bread is better than half a loaf, because they just kill each other for it. Okay, Max Ryder, me reading. The wheel of time is inexorable. Yeah, that's a very good example. And P, my loaf is addled and saddled with silly thoughts. Okay, yes. So the clouds and the moon. And okay, thank you. That was helpful indeed. So glad it was helpful, Manny. Great to see you. And Protech Studio. Hi, Protech. Great to see you. Watching Swipe. And Sheed. Okay, indelicate. In this classic novel, Les Miserables, there is a mean couple, les Thénardier, who have an indelicate comportment towards Cosette. They exploit and victimize the girl. Good example, Sheed. Well done and good English. He was quite bitter tonight at the restaurant. I wonder what made him so caustic. Yeah, good English. Well done, Sheed. And I assume the Cathedral of Notre Dame has something Baroque. The architecture isn't Baroque, but certainly some of the altarpieces inside are Baroque, although I think Patricia would be in a much better position to tell you exactly what it had inside that was Baroque. And Freddie Mercury, hi Freddie. Baroque in Morocco means little gift that was brought to you. Thank you for sharing that, that's great. And okay, VG, the 60th video in these comments. So, therefore, hence, thus, ergo. Cogito ergo sum. Well done, Domi. And azure has circumlocution. Wow. Now this really is the English I speak. I'm so happy to know I'm not alone. I absolutely love you, sir. I love English so much. It's everything I live for. Let the trend resurge forever and ever. I love it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to give you a thank you here as well. And Zeghud Ryan. Hi, Zeghud. Appraise. To assess meticulously, to bear out, divulge, to spill the beans, to reveal, to blow the cover. Very good. You've got the right answer. Okay, yes, sorry. Okay, apprise, to inform, to loop in. Okay, very definitely. Clue, to give an evidence. Normally evidence is uncountable. To give evidence or a signal about something. To give a perspicacious, obvious, patent or conspicuous evidence. Again, without the A. Normally evidence is uncountable. I would say a piece of evidence. Thank you, Zegud. And Zegud, to impart, to transliterate, to transfuse, to transship, cart, to haul something into. Very good. Okay, thank you, Zegud. And Mr. Music, I will listen to these later on today. And this song proves the difficulty of pronouncing the Egyptian language and proves that it is a dancing and musical language other than any other language. Other than any other language. So, I would probably say more than any other, more than any other language. Good, Mr. Music. Thank you. And, more music. Great. And Douglas Russ. Hi. Great to see you, Douglas. And some music from Mr. Music. And Catherine Positano. Hi. These pastors, that's much better. These pastors need to sluice their minds with the Word of God, the Word of God being the water. Is this in context? Yes, this works very nicely. It's very metaphorical, but it works perfectly. They need to wash it down, to clean it off. It's lovely. And thank you, Mr. Music. And Shabi, a type of ballad from Egyptian street songs. Thank you. This one sounds interesting. And thank you, Mr. Music. And more, Mr. Music. And VG. Yes, some of your replies to my comments have totally vanished off the face of the earth. I like this vanish off the face of the earth. At first, I thought you had erased them. It's very, very rare that I ever erase comments. If it's something... If it's a troll, normally trolls' comments, I try and just ignore them. But no, it's YouTube. It's a problem with YouTube. And thank you, Mr. Music, for another one. And it's the same thing here, sir. People don't like it very much when they're asked about their salaries. But depending on who's talking, it's fine. Yeah, if it's a good friend, there's no problem. But generally, money is not a topic that the British like to broach. Yeah, to talk about, to go close to. And, okay, it's my pleasure answering your questions. Imagine a legendary Lebanese singer like Sabah singing in Egyptian. It's interesting. Yeah, let's see. Clearly it's the language people like to sing in. Thanks for replying to my Cultivate. No problem, VG. A 35-year-old song. Wow, I've got lots to listen to today. Thank you, Mr. Music. And again, wow, I've got a huge selection today. Very kind of you, Mr. Music. So, Mr. Mohammed Music. And Fluke. Hi, Fluke. Great to see you. There was a palpable quality to the effluvium of the cage. It seemed so fresh, as if the werewolf was still in the chamber. His eyes searched the rafters as his hand grabbed desperately for his gun. I think you probably mean cave here, but it might be cage. Palpable. I love it. Thank you, Fluke. What was the timing? Okay, this is the fish auction in Kanyakumari. Quite an amazing sight. So, Justine Kumar. This happens at dawn. Yeah? In Kanyakumari in the morning, it's quite funny. First, you wake up, and as dawn starts to break, you will hear the imam calling the faithful to prayer, and then you will hear this is over a large loudspeaker, and then at the same time you will hear the Hindu temple calling people to prayer as well, and then you will hear the Catholic Church playing hymns and songs to get people to come, and that's the time you need to go. Yeah, just after dawn, for about 2 or 3 hours before dawn, because the boats go out at night, and at dawn they come back and they bring their fish onto the beach and they auction it. Quite an amazing thing. So thank you, Justine. And Seema, hi Seema. A prize. Tell me of, exactly. Appraise is evaluating, giving an opinion of something. So apprise, i.e. to tell, is appropriate. Perfect, Seema. And Shunak Rohan, how to express gratitude in different ways. That was really kind of you. I would really like to thank you for that. That was just so generous of you. You really shouldn't have done that. It was just such a kind gesture. My sincerest gratitude. Yeah, I'm eternally in your debt. It was just so sweet of you. It was such a lovely detail. Yeah. Thank you, and thank you a million times. I'm sure there's there's a video about thanking people. Certainly there's one about replying to thank you. So, Mary M. Hi, Mary M. Great to see you. No explanation could be better. Yes, I enjoyed the video so much. It's fabulous. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Mary M. Okay, so twine, thread, cord, string, rope. Yes, because different languages don't have differentiations of these words. And Fluke Dogwalker. Hi there, Fluke. I always remember Spiro Agnew's eschew obfuscation. Let's try that again. Eschew obfuscation. Try not to make things complicated. Try to make things easy and obvious. And Giliola, lovely to see you. Listen to me carefully, my friend. You are too much extravagant. No, the other way round. You are much too extravagant, too baroque to consider the situation with self-control and coolness. Thanks. Okay, you are much too, yeah, not too much extravagant, but much too adjective. Much too fun. Much too fun. I can't remember the words. You're married with a kid when you should be having fun. Okay, Giliola again. On the net, it is customary for a category of people to attack other people in a truly caustic way. It always it always gives me such opposition. Gives no. So it always makes me feel such opposition, hostility and repugnance for those who heavily offend others. Yeah, there's no need to offend others. You can disagree with them, but there's no need to actually try to upset them. So, AK and Manji, happy Holi. Yeah, happy Holi to you, AK. Happy Holi to you, Manjira. Happy Holi to all of you in India. I hope you have a really great time. And let me give you a same to you as well. Okay, and AK, good morning. Well, probably later for you. It's like lunchtime now. So, hi AK. And Baharadwaj, great to see you again. All over the world, people all over the world are questioning the propriety of Mr. Roman Abramowich's apostrophe S ownership of Chelsea. Yeah. So the propriety of Abramowich's ownership. Thank you, Baharadwaj. And Fran, great to see you. Good video as always. I'm glad you liked it. And Fossil Phosphorus Death Essent. Sup, homie. Great to see you. Yo, Fossil. And Navanitha. Hi there, Navanitha. Great to see you. Ooh, okay, we got one from Roland here. Let's see. Eliza Doolittle, the uneducated and poorly dressed girl, has been slowly transmogrifying, great phrase, into a well-spoken, confident and independent woman with rich sartorial style. That's a lovely sentence. Higgins expects utmost propriety from her in a limited amount of time, in a month. The playwright placed more emphasis on the nurture over nature. Placed more emphasis, I would lose the thee, placed more emphasis on nurture over nature. The play sheds light on the status quo of women in the patriarchal Victorian society. Yes, this is very good. And Manji says, love this piece of writing, Ro. I'm fond of the novels based on Victorian and so let's see, Manji. I'm fond of novels based, not the novels. I'm fond of novels based on the Victorian and Elizabethan era. Yeah, okay, this is from the play Pygmalion, which is one of my favourite works in the English language. There's a marvellous bit where Dr. Higgins talks to Eliza's father, and he wants to give him some money because Eliza is going to be with him, and he's not going, and the father's not going to have the Eliza's services. And Higgins offers old Mr. Doolittle, I think he offers him £100, and the old man says, no, no, no. Don't give me £100, please. Just give me £5, because if you give me £100, that's enough money for me to really get in trouble. If you give me £5, I can go out, I can have a really good night, a really good meal, get absolutely drunk, wake up in the morning and have a hangover, but nothing more. You give me £100 and it could really mess up my entire life. And AK. Virtue signalling lurks behind his propriety. Okay, I like this. Virtue signalling. That's an interesting collocation. Virtue signalling. He's showing everybody quite how virtuous and what a wonderful person he is. Yeah, thank you, AK. I love it. And Roland. Renaissance means rebirth. After the COVID virus imbroglio and the subsequent lockdown, we are witnessing the renaissance of tourism. We've already seen the auspicious sign of the soaring tour industry. So we've already seen the auspicious sign of the soaring tourism. Yeah, I guess that sentence works. Let me try. How would I put it? I would probably say we've already seen an auspicious sign in the soaring of the tourist industry. Baroque means irregularly shaped. Thank you, Roland. Good English. And Manji. Hi, Manji. The company showed utmost impropriety by dismissing him summarily. Oh, I love that word, summarily, without any appraisal. Wow. Very good English. Great, Manji. Love it. And let's see. Shamil. Good evening. So, good morning, Shamil Batra. Russia's aggression against Ukraine is a serious breach of propriety. Yeah, that works. I think it's probably more than a breach of propriety. I think it's a breach of morality as well. But that's a different question. War is an immoral thing. Hi, Nitu. Great to have you. When someone helps you in difficulties, make sure you reciprocate and respond with genuine thanks to the person. Ooh, a semicolon. I love people using semicolons. Remember that such exemplary behaviour of yours, okay, you could say of yours, I might say on your part, will be seen and considered as perfect propriety in the eyes of the receiver. I do believe I'm going to start hicking. I've got hiccups. And Manji, hi Manji. In many of her novels, Jane Austen opposed the benchmark set for the proprieties of women of her time. Lovely English. Good sentence, Manji. And beam me up, Mr. Scotty. Great to see you, Scotty. My patent, made a process of concentrating precious metals proprietary until I didn't pay the upkeep. The only way you make money from proprietary knowledge is by suing people. And since you can't sue Chinese people for stealing your idea, the whole rigmarole is moot. I love this use of moot as well. Thank you very much, Mr. Scott. Thanks, Scotty. Great to see you. And VG, my pleasure answering. And my pleasure answering. Yes, I see YouTube has a button, turn off captions, turn on captions in video. But the button isn't available. I see people in the comments, please put subtitles in the video for those who don't speak this language, etc. Yeah, also with these captions, very often in videos it takes a while for the captions to be processed and come online. Cheers, sir. My pleasure, VD. Cheers to you. Okay, the answer to this, yeah, to apprise me. The answer was apprise. And VG, you don't need to behave with the utmost propriety. You just need to respect people. I think that's very good. I think respect is much more important than propriety. And the Queen, her family and guards were received with all the necessary proprieties you can imagine. Love it. I like your use of proprieties as accountable here. Yeah? And propriety requires that you recognize your mistakes and be sorry for them. That you recognize and you be requires that plus a present subjunctive. So propriety requires that you be sorry. That you be sorry. That's lovely. Present subjunctive. Love it. And hi there, Leffy. Great to see you. And flout. Absolutely. This is today's quiz, isn't it? And VG as well. Sup, nephew, Victor. Love it. Great to see you both. And okay, lava. Yes. And delegitimize, definitely. Yo, VG, great to see you. And flout is the right answer, definitely. He was going to be published for flouting the rules. Published. I think you mean punished. I think that's the corrector. Okay, you'd better not flout the laws of this country unless you want to be severely punished for that. Very definitely. And Zahid, I request to increase the daily word limit to at least 5 words. So, okay, so firstly, structure with request. I request that the daily word limit be increased, as in VG's subjunctive, to at least 5 words. I think you'll be lucky. I think 2's probably enough for me. And let's just refresh this, particularly with these comment on the comments videos. Well, I'm going to keep doing them for a bit, but I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to keep at it. Oh, we've got lots more. And Falern, hi Falern. I have a word suggestion, conglomerate, because I can't grasp its meaning. Conglomerate. I have a feeling I have a video on conglomerate, but I'm going to check it. Conglomerate is you put together various different things into one unit. So I always remember the Japanese word for this is a chaibo. A conglomerate, for example, is in business is a company that has businesses in many different sectors. So maybe it has companies in oil production, in making clothes, in providing legal services, and all of these different industries are put together. Or a conglomerate is maybe a substance where you have all sorts of different things and you hold them together, perhaps in resin or something like that. Notice a conglomerate, but to conglomerate. And Manny says flout very definitely, and so does the lovely Manji. And hi Douglas, great to see you. Thanks for watching. Inju Juan, hello there. Well, I opted for flaunt. However, I have to admit that flout has made me seriously doubtful about my choice. Help me out. Okay, this is effectively the question here. Flout and flaunt. To flaunt means to show off. Look at this. To flaunt your wealth is to be very ostentatious, yeah? Whereas to flout means to break seriously, to break the law or tradition in a brazen way. And for learn, can I use whose, meaning of which, when referring to inanimate things? For example, this is the school whose attendance has been falling severely recently. Would this be formal? Thank you in advance. This is the school of which the attendance, whose attendance. Let's see, I think you could use this is the school whose attendance. Maybe it's not technically correct and I wouldn't be happy using it formally. Formally, this is the school. I would probably say where. This is the school where attendance has been falling severely. Can I use whose? Let's see. As I said before, I think it's probably not strictly correct, but in an informal conversation, fine, but not with formality. And for learn, sir, could you tell me if it's correct to say there's nothing that would grab the viewer's interest? Yeah, it's lovely. Meaning nothing would interest the viewers. Thanks in advance. Definitely. This works very nicely. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing that would grab the viewer's interest. That works very, very well indeed. And let's just refresh. But if you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon, unless we've got more comments. And here we go. So thank you for responding. And in that sentence from my question, can I also invert? Had they not been discriminated against? Yeah, that would work very nicely. Yes, this would be a tad or a little bit more formal, but most certainly you could say, had they not been discriminated against, if they hadn't been. Works very nicely for learn. And let's give it one more go, and I think that's probably it for this video. So it's great to see you all. Thank you for all your questions. You're a wonderful crowd as always. And that's it. So bye for now.